عشقت دل شیدا شکر شیشه می در شب یلدا شکر من از تو دوری نتوانم دگر از تو صبوری نتوانم دگر عزیز دلم هر که تو را دید و ز خود دل برید رفته ز خود هر که رخت را بدید من از تو دوری نتوانم دگر از تو صبوری نتوانم دگر عزیز دلم ما همه چشمیم و تو نوره سنم چشم بد از روی تو نوره سنم زلف و به رخسار چفشان کنی حالت جمعی را پریشان کنی وای به حال دل شیدای من وای به حال دل شیدای من از تو دوری نتوانم دگر کس تو صبوری نتوانم دگر عزیز دلم
For a listener, Persian traditional music of Iranian traditional music refers to the classical music of Iran that consists of characteristics developed through the country's classical, medieval, and contemporary music eras. It also influenced areas and regions that are considered part of Greater Iran. To know better about the traditional music of Iran, we have a special guest right from Iran with Farhang, a classical music band from Iran. And to know better, here in our studio, our special guest, Farhang, last Thursday, have performed at the Embassy of Iran in Jakarta. And how are you guys? Welcome to Voice of Indonesia.
Thank you. I would like to express my gratitude to you and your colleagues. I'm so excited to have the honor of talking to you. And I hope you have enjoyed our performance.
Of course.
And I wish that we could be good ambassadors for our culture.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And right here, Farhang is a classical music from Iran. And can you introduce yourself one by one? Your name and what instrument do you play on your band?
Yes. First, let me introduce my friends. I can say their name and the instrument they are going to play. My friend, Mr. Ali Hosseini, he's performing ney. Ney is an Iranian wind instrument and plays an essential role in Iranian music, this instrument. And my name is Puria Behtui. I play santur, and this is an in-string instrument and contains 72 strings and is played by two mallets. And Mr. Mehdi Shafi Abadi, he plays sitar. That also sitar is an in-string instrument and contains 4 strings. And Mr. Mohammad Hossein Yazdi, who is the founder of the group, and he plays tombak, that is a main percussion instrument of Iranian music. Yeah.
Yes, that is really interesting, all the instruments from Iran, because the flute can play many notes, many melody just from one flute. And the string can make such beautiful melody as well.
Yeah.
And of course, the singer have a beautiful voice for
Thank
this
you.
group. So, Farhang is a common word in Iran that means culture, am I right?
Yes, you're right.
So, why do you choose the name for that group?
Well, as you mentioned, culture in our language means Farhang, or Farhang means culture. And culture means customs, arts, and the achievements of a nation. And that's why, anywhere we go, we deliver the message of our culture that is peace and freedom. So actually the message of Iranian art always is peace and freedom for people all around the world. That's why we choose this name for the ensemble.
Of course,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
hope is the number one reason why you choose that name, to share to the world, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And as a musician for traditional music, how do you approach the young generation to play the traditional music of Iran, and how do you share it to the young generation?
Yes, that's a very good question. We definitely do approach youth generation of Iran to become familiar with Persian traditional music. And I remember I started music when I was 8 years old, and the reason was I remember a friend of my father who was a musician. I always watched him when he was playing, and that was the main reason I was interested in santur, and I started learning it. And now we have workshops for parents to be familiar with Iranian art, and definitely we have music classes. Mr. Hosseini has a music association, and he's a good trainer and has many students. And actually we have art school and art universities in Iran, and a lot of famous professors in art universities of Iran. And I'm so glad to say you that youth generation of Iran are so interested in Persian traditional music, and we predict a good future for Iranian young people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And maybe I have a general question to all the members of Farhang, maybe?
Yeah.
Why do you choose your instrument as your main instrument for the band? Maybe start from Ali.
Yes.
Can
Okay.
you tell why do you choose?
I explain myself for you. That's Ali's turn.
Yes.
میگن که این ساز رو چطور شده انتخاب کردی؟
خب این ساز خیلی خلاصه بخوام بگم، تو خونه ما ساز نی داشتیم و پدرم یه نی خیلی صورت مبتدی نی رو میزد و چون تولید صدای این ساز خیلی سخته تو شروع، تو خانواده فقط من میتونستم صدای نی رو در بیارم. این شد که علاقه‌مند شدم و رفتم دنبالش.
It says when he was a kid, his father has a very old ney at home, but he couldn't make good noises. He didn't have enough ability to make good noise, but he was the only one who could make good noise and suitable noise for this instrument. So he was so interested to start learning this instrument. And I want to say some words about this instrument. As I mentioned before, the Persian ney is a wind instrument used widely in Iranian traditional music. And ney consists of a hollow cylinder with finger holes. Yes.
I see. That is really interesting for ney instrument. And maybe for your instrument, can you tell us more about your
Yes,
instrument?
as I told you before, I started learning music when I was 8 years old, and I was so interested in santur. As I mentioned, my father's friend was playing santur, but I believe that this instrument is, piano's grandfather, because both have the same structure. And santur or dulcimer is a string instrument that is played by two mallets, and most of the time musician has to play different notes by each mallet. So I can say playing santur needs concentration of mind beside hands agility. And most historians believe that the origin of santur is Iran. Yes.
That is super interesting for santur because it is unique for the notes have 4 strings for one note, right?
Yeah, completely
Wow.
right.
And for Mahdi's instrument, can you tell us about the something that looks like a guitar?
چطور شد ستاره علاقمند شدی؟
دقیقا به واسطه این که همیشه توی خونه ما موسیقی یه بخش جدا نشدنی بود و همواره مثلا صدای موسیقی رو میشنیدیم. من یه روزی رفتیم به یه جایی بود که بابا موسیقی مثلا من رو ثبت نام کنه، ساز ستار رو تو ورود که دیدم گفتم که من باید این ساز رو یاد بگیرم. از همون ابتدا دیگه اون ساز رو انتخاب کردیم و شروع کردیم. بعد کم کم سراغ آواز اومدم. به هر حال شنیدن صدای اساتید آواز ایران منو به خودش مجذوب کرد و به طوری که دیگه ستاره مقدار کم رنگتر شد و بیشتر آواز رو پیگیری کرد.
Yes. He says that the family members have very influence because if they are interested in music, then his family members were interested in music. So someday his father took him to a music association to register for a class, and when he in the arrival of the music association, he saw this instrument and he said, "This is the instrument I was looking for," and he was so interested and started learning sitar. And after a while, he started Persian singing or Persian vocal, and started learning Iranian radif. So you know that it's when a vocalist plays an instrument, it provides a good opportunity for him or her to pronounce the notes correctly.
Yes.
You know.
Oh
Yes.
wow, such an amazing story. And
Yeah.
of course, you have a beautiful voice for this group. And the last one, for the instrument of Muhammad Hussein, can you
Yes.
tell me about the instrument that you're playing?
شما چطور شروع کردید؟
من از اونجایی که موسیقی اصیل ایرانی زیاد گوش میدادم به موقع این سازها به ضرب همون تنبک استاد حسین تهرانی و دیگه علاقه‌مند شدم و ادامه راه موسیقی رو انتخاب کردم.
It says he used to listen to Persian traditional music when he was a kid, and someday he is it okay? Someday he listened the instrument of Maestro Hossein Tehrani, who is a very famous tombak player in Iran, and that's why that was the main reason he was so interested in tombak and he started learning it. Yeah.
Okay, such amazing. And your rhythm of music is really amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, voice listener, before we continue to the next question of this interview, let us enjoy the next performance from Farhang entitled The Songful from Shiraz.
ای
So, what a wonderful music, and it is calming and brings good vibe to the studio from a song, Folk from Shiraz. And now let's continue through the interview. So, have you ever think what is the music going to be if you are continuing this classical instrument and play it to the more modern genre of music, for example, like pop or rock music maybe?
Well, yes, I believe that this work requires a lot of knowledge and ability. I would like to say you an example. As we believe that, music is the food for the soul, so please imagine, if you combine a traditional food of Indonesia with a piece of pizza, what would happen?
It will, of course, be something different.
So, if the composer has enough ability, has enough knowledge, and is educated enough, and knows Eastern and Western music, that's, then the final result would be okay, would be acceptable. Yes, that's my idea.
Okay.
It's possible, but requires a lot of ability and, knowledge.
Okay, so the Radif of Iranian music was officially inscribed on the UNESCO representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2009 and described as the traditional repertoire of the classical music of Iran. And
Yes.
what is your opinion about this?
Well, I think, first of all, I should tell you that Radif means order in English, or I can say nazm in Arabic. So Radif is a master collection of several traditional melodic samples, and it is valuable for us as a treasure or as a cultural heritage. So that's why the UNESCO registered it as a cultural heritage. Radif, is a main reference for Iranian musicians. And, a good improvisation in Iranian music needs good skill in Radif and in instrument techniques. So Radif really is as a treasure and a cultural heritage for us Iranian.
Okay.
Yes.
It's really deep, the meaning of the Radif.
Yeah.
Right. And last question. What is your hope for the Iran traditional music in the future, and maybe for the younger generation that want to start Iranian traditional music?
Yeah. We hope that Iranian traditional music will be a good ambassador for peace and friendship all around the world, to show our rich culture to others, and I hope people of the world will become more familiar with the art of Iran day by day.
Of course. Let's hope the best for the Iranian traditional music, and of course, Farhang for coming here and spread the words of love to the world. And without a doubt, Voice listener, music is one of the most incredible and extremely impressive creation of civilization. Music, by some definition, is to express emotion through the sounds and then through your heart. And of sounds can invoke an uprising sensation in your soul, of course. I'm Ray, and thank you so much for watching. And to close our wonderful interview, here is Farhang. Thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you. And finally, I would like to express my warmest gratitude to Dr. Ebrahimi, Iranian Cultural Council, to Indonesia. And we would like to dedicate the last song to the innocent kids that have been killed recently in Palestine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Leyla'nın manidyanım Nunvimey bakhanım Badel çavdir iddakım Khave derde lagyanım Khave derde lagyanım Hey la ya la ya la ya Kurpe şirinim la ای بر خونه شیرینم آواتی موژینم شبی تاریک نامینه تشکی رجده تساره تشکی رجده تساره Hey la ya la ya la ya kurpey zurja la la ya Sad khuzgabe khuzgaya dai ki tuni rawaya Hey la ya la ya la ya kurpey